Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of your gaming news and all that good stuff. And before I proceed, as always, I also post on Rumble and I'm on the social medias and also Patreon for extra support. Let's get started. So good news, MSI Afterburner has a new stable version for support of 40 series and 7900 series from AMD. It's been a while. I reported that like few months ago, give or take, like 2 months, the developer that usually handles the software was not being paid for MSI, mainly to the fact that the conflict in Ukraine and everything, some money supposedly was not making through because of sanctions or something in this kind of thing. At least that's my idea of the situation. But it seems that MSI managed to get around this situation and managed to pay the developer, and now things are in full swing. So we got a new stable version for all the latest GPU stuff. Yeah, I will leave a link of the new stable version in the description. But if you Google it, please make sure that you have the proper and official MSI link on anything that you're trying to download, if you have the proper link, so you don't get scammed. I managed to get around also yesterday with the 40 series GPU prices. There was NVIDIA was supposedly to start launching some rebate prices, like 50%, 50%, we wish, $50 off in rebates, and it seems to be being employed now in the 40 series, 4090 series and the 4080 series. Some of them are dropping like $50 below MSRP. Of course, this is temporary and it's on a rebate basis, so I think it's not, from what I understand, it's not discounted on the price itself, so you pay the full price and then you have to ask for the rebate and receive the money of the $50 back. My main thing with this thing, if I'm being honest, the 4070 should be at least $400 maximum, I think, give or take around that price. The 4070 Ti should be 550, give or take, to be a decent product in terms of competition. For the 80 should be maximum $1,000 to be competitive with the 7900 XTX, and the 4090 should be at the price of the 4080 in terms of MSRP. So until we get something similar to that, I will not advise you to buy any of that, unless you're on the very need of building a new rig, new system, or if you, I don't know, if you want to upgrade. Depends a lot of your specific situation, but they are good or better price to performance GPUs, especially from latest generation and the AMD side. If you're aiming for 4K, the 7900 or 7950 XTs are good enough, way good. 7800 XT gives you a decent 4K and excellent 1440p still, and the prices are lower. No NVIDIA from latest generation also. Maybe the 4080 12 gigabytes if there is at a good deal, but they are basically all are out of stock basically. But yeah, it's a little tricky still, the GPU situation, but if you need some advice, just let me know in the comments below. But yeah, regarding hardware, this is it. Callisto Protocol supposedly adds an update to add dismemberment mode and the ability to skip cutscenes, which is always good if you're playing like for seconds and third times. If you don't have the ability of skipping scenes, it's a little bit annoying. But yeah, they are working on the game, which is good to see, even though the launch was not the best one. We'll hope when they launch the sequel. From what I know, the story opens up itself to a sequel. From what I understand, I don't know anything about the story, but what I know, it's supposedly it opens up for a sequel. We just hope the sequel it's has a better treatment than the first game here, and everything goes smoother. we got the developer Q&A from Luna Abyss. I think I made like a reference in this game in the past, and supposedly they confirmed the DLSS free, some inspirations and cosmic horror stuff. This is like a first-person shooter with I don't know, it has influence from Destiny 2 in terms of mechanics, a little bit from Bioshock, Half-Life 2, all that stuff here. And it's an indie game, so it's, I think that the studio is like 15 people, like the core team is 15, and then they can sometimes pass work to like contractors or something like that if they did something more specific. But the interview is very good. I read the interview, and it seems to be prepping up to be a very good game. There is no definitive launch on the game. It's a small team. The game is not a huge one, but it's very story heavy. We'll see how it goes. And I think, from what I understood, you got some arenas kind of stuff, which is like bullet hell, similar to Returnal. So you have to jump around and use specific weapons to counterattack with certain things on the bosses and everything. So it seems a very interesting game. When it's this kind of first-person shooter or something, I can deal with that. I cannot deal with the Call of Duties and everything and multiplayer stuff. It's not for me. I cannot handle that. It's a lot of mess for me. But I'm not saying that the games are bad. It's not for me. I cannot handle to very well these kind of games. So I'm going to wrap up with some gaming deals. I've got here Bioshock the Collection. I was trying to check out. Supposedly through the free games and the first two ones remastered, it appears me like $60 here, or 60 euros, which is similar to in terms of dollars. But here I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I have the Bioshock Infinite already in my library. Like the price of individual products is 42 euros, but then if I want to pay the package, I pay like $18, 18 euros more. I don't know. I will leave the description on this the collection. Maybe you try to pick up like what you want, but it's very well worth it for the prices. 85 to 75% off. It's very good. The story it's decent, especially in the Bioshock 2. It's decent, but I like it as a first-person shooter with a heavy story on it. It's not perfect, but it's very good, especially for the price on the discount. I'm not sure if I mentioned this yesterday or recently, but the Red Dead Redemption 2 is it's discounted. The Ultimate Edition 70% off, so $27, give or take, which is a good price. Children of Morta, I know I mentioned this, I'm not sure yesterday or the day before. It's still the promotion, ends by the end of the month. It's a very good game from what I saw in terms of gameplay. It's like a roguelike. As you can see, it has like special abilities and has several characters that you can go for. And I think some stages are more appropriate for certain characters. And I think you can go with co-op or something like that. And it has multiplayer elements. I'm not sure. The last time I saw this game was still in early access, but it's already launched for a few years now. So it's been a while. But it's a very good game. I really recommend this one. And lastly, I've got here CI Games publisher discounts and deals. They are mainly the Sniper Ghost Warrior stuff. It's not very well for me, but I leave here their page here. They have a lot of things here on discount. They got Lords of the Fallen. It's not discounted, but at least you can wishlist it. You got the Sniper stuff, the Lords of the Fallen. It's an okay game. The combat was sluggish to a point, but it's an okay game. It's an okay alternative to Dark Souls, and it's for €4. It's an amazing deal, even though it's not the best game in the world. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff here from them. I will leave the link on their publisher page on Steam, so you can check out the best deals for you. And I'm going to wrap up here for today with my GoGetFundMe. page for me to upgrade my PC to get better, more content for my private clients and start doing some video editing also for them. And also in my free spare time, doing the daily news with better quality, doing some deep dives with some scripted content, and resume my gameplay series, and also in the future live streams, possibly. And with all that said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, Kunamy Master out.